These are words. Welcome to D&D.
Hell yeah. Dev, if you'd like to give me,
Yep, shit.
a little recap.
Sure, and just a special message of the day. Some of us leveled up in real life. Happy birthday, Kristen.
Happy birthday, Devin!
Happy birthday, guys. Do you want
All
us
right.
to sing?
No,
No.
And not if you have that look
absolutely
in your
not.
eyes. Okay,
Anyways.
tell us to sing.
The last minute recap from the past couple minutes. We finished up the Antares Ranch, so now we're moving on towards Amman. We're going there to eventually get to Katha, either by finding passage across the sea or by some direct means Adelaide has kept to herself. There's multiple concerns about what we'll face when we reach the moon, the ramifications of Adelaide's adultery and heresy, the presence of foreigners for the first time in 2,000 years, and the possibility of our enemies already being aligned with those who speak for their god, Elamon, something kind of like that. On our way to the train, we were ambushed by an Adrenac, seemingly the same one that Grey Stazbranch had been riding a few months ago, although it had somehow become smaller. I intend to do some research on that and a few other things in a Cobalt Soul library, either in Western or Amman, if we are given the chance and time. We're still going there woefully underprepared. I know Beetle wants to fight Addie's husband. August will likely insult him or speak out of turn in some way. Or he'll be quite dismissive of them. Regardless, Tor will do whatever Adelaide wants, except make his own decisions about things.
Fucking Jesus.
Bob Dub will undoubtedly suggest arson, and apparently non-divine magic is not permitted, though we're unsure whether or not mine counts, so plenty to look forward to. A bunch of immortal nobles ruling over lower classes with religious, military, financial, and political power. And one more thing, Adelaide's husband is an interpreter of their god's will, and has the judicial power to sentence her himself. What could go wrong?
Anyways, you guys left probably around noon, 1 o'clock on the train, which is where you currently are, on the way to Western.
On the way to the restroom, gotcha.
Which is
We there yet?
which is, fun fact, named after a person, not the direction.
Really?
Westeroon.
Absolutely. The floor is yours, provided you want it.
I'll definitely be in my human disguise. Because they're not too fond of me around here still.
Can you bring us to the map?
Yeah, it was,
Oh, we got
it was in the
rocks.
wrong folder, so I had to find it. Around you, the desert by now has turned to lush green rolling hills. You do see a road kind of off in the distance. You don't follow it exactly, but you're more of a straight line, and it kind of winds a little bit. But yeah.
Ooh.
I'm gonna say, for the sake of brevity, for the time being, I imagine Roke is working on conversational lunar celestial with Adelaide just to explain why we're otherwise not conversing really. So,
Fair.
till Chan's back.
Fair.
I miss her, Your Honor.
August is eating a potato.
Where did you get a potato?
I get one potato every single day.
Oh yeah. It was a bit. Have you
That's
ever
good.
summoned the cat you can summon? You can summon a cat, right?
I think so. Do I have that?
You have an item, I think, that you can summon a cat with. And we gave it to you because you wanted to summon cat.
I don't think I ever wrote that down because I was unsure if I actually got it.
You have it.
Thank you.
So, are we like stopping in Westruun? Or are we?
No,
just
I don't
passing
think so.
through, just on our way.
The train does stop there, to my understanding, but we don't necessarily have to depart.
If we get off, we probably will have to wait for another train anyway.
Oh, I did write it down, actually.
You know, because it's on your tickets, you had to purchase tickets, that the train does stop in Western to resupply and everything overnight. So you have the rest of a night and a morning.
Oh. Because Beetle's just kind of sitting, looking out the window with the jackalope just sleeping across his feet. And he's doing that old man thing where he keeps starting to like nod like he's falling asleep, and then he wakes back up. Pinches himself a little, like he's trying not to fall asleep.
Do the train windows have blinds or shutters or something to pull down?
Yeah.
Probably just for the sake of avoiding infamy for whatever purpose. You're an outlaw. You've probably pulled all that down.
No, he's in his disguise. He's looking out the window, baby. Nobody knows this face.
You've been wearing that face for a while. Is it the same human disguise as usual?
It's the one I was using when I met you guys, and the one I used when we went into town at one point, but he's never done anything illegal around here in this space.
Not in this space, I'm just thinking of, like, being arrested. And now being technically a fugitive. I mean, we technically all are, actually.
They're on another continent. If they want us, they can come and get us.
Well, we know some of them are here.
Good! I hope they fight us so we can take their money. If they want to fuck around with me while I'm trying to just enjoy the view on this train ride and avoid falling asleep, I'm gonna start a fist fight. And that's the long and short of it. And I win that fist fight.
I'm curious what Bubdub is doing or working on during this clackety-clack of train wheels going.
Bubdub is kind of trying to prepare himself. All he's really known since he's gotten out is like fixing things and building things, and obviously magic comes with it. And now that he's been told, hey, you can't use magic, it's not sitting well with him, because he's sitting here looking at Plop like, how does this work?
I think if you just add a mustache to it, they'll never know.
I will say, when you were back in Piermont, before it was up here in Transport Shot, you did see, like, Warforged.
Automatons.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she also said that.
Let's go.
John Cena!
And his name is John Cena.
John!
Bah, bah, bah.
I'm so sorry.
Oh, you're fine.
Welcome
That's
back.
all good, baby.
You're on a train.
Turns out I'm in charge of people! I'm here. I'm here.
Hell yeah.
However, at the same time, Bubdub's gonna pipe up and look over at Beetle and be like, hey, have you been to Westeron, or has anybody been to Westeron? Like, what should we expect when we get there?
I don't know. I ain't never been there.
Over from the table. And the only thing I know is that there's a Cobalt Soul reserve there.
I know that they got a bunch of them hoity-toity types, and if you try to rob people, you're probably gonna get, arrested. So don't do that. But before all of this, I didn't really leave the valley. That was kind of, stomping ground, as it were. and come out here to this fucking piece of shit.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I'm just curious. I don't know. This is foreign to me. This whole land is weird. I want to go back to my dense jungle. That would be nice.
Well,
I need moisture.
by that logic, everything out here, everything we've been, the whole time we've been together, except that time we were in a frog village, has been different. I don't
That's
see why
somehow.
this is special in any way.
Speaking of which, the Frog Village owes me pants.
You'll get
It's
your
alright,
pants
buddy.
when we get back.
It's
Well,
alright,
no-
buddy. We'll get you your pants.
That's right. Weren't we going to potentially get different wardrobes for being around a bunch of lunar dignitaries?
I can't wear my cowboy hat.
In
And you
Westbrook?
see Bobo pull out his cowboy hat and just put it on. He's the rootinest,
agree.
tootinest frog in the world.
Just the Yee frog you got going on right now.
I agree with Tor. I think we need to shop.
I just
I'm sure-
imagine that not a country song, but specifically Kid Rock plays when he puts his cowboy hat on.
Give me a second. I need to find. There's a video of.
Ball with the frog.
those
to
of you
bang
who
the
have
dang
watched
diggity.
Jujutsu Kaisen. There's a video that somebody made that was fan made. Sorry to kind of derail, but Sukuna and Kermit are like battling, and Sukuna brings out his malevolent shrine, and then Kermit goes, "Oh, I'm stronger," and he creates his own. And then he hits him upside the head with a banjo.
How dare you derail while we're on a
Yes, you
train?
son of a bitch.
You were strong, Sukuna. You should be proud. Let me. I can find it and send it to you guys. But to continue on, at some point, I will say, Bubdub is gonna find a banjo.
Oh, Christ.
You need something more your size. Banjolales do exist. I have heard Foggy Mountain Breakdown on a banjolele.
Fuck, it's Banjolele.
What do you think it is? It's a banjo ukulele.
It's
Oh,
a
that's
tiny
horrible.
banjo.
Hold me closer, tiny, banjo. Then he drops a Tarrasque on us.
It's gonna be a night.
Rocks fall. But
Stops.
other than that, Bubdub's just trying to tinker with the frog. He's trying to finish up getting the vines squared away so that he can try to make Pop a little bit more durable, if possible.
You're not gonna have
I'm
enough time.
If that's fair.
You need like a real workshop. That's certainly like a completely acceptable downtime activity, but you're just there's only 100
I didn't know.
miles, and the train goes about 100 miles an hour. So
That's fine. I figured I'd just throw it out there.
Perhaps you should look into some way to maybe retain your moisture on the moon.
He has the jug, doesn't he?
Yeah.
That's true.
Nice jugs.
Oh, yes, I do have my alchemy jug.
Look at
That
these jugs!
I don't know if Chan's actually planned this, but is there any formal greeting or sign of respect we should know? We're to call you my lady, or Senway, in general.
I think it would be best if you just let me speak. In the city itself, you shouldn't have much struggle. Formality is less required there, from what I understand, but
What you understand?
I don't often frequent.
But in the event they do decide to address us, because that is a very real possibility. Not out of a desire to make friends, but for information. General politeness will probably go a long way.
Well, typically, the royal family are your majesties and anyone with, I suppose, duke in their title, your grace. Anyone below that, my lord, my lady, should be reasonable.
Is there any kind of possibility they're gonna, like... Are they of an immensely distrustful nature in that they might try to use some kind of serum or magic to ensure we're being honest?
We are on unprecedented ground. I'm not going to say they won't, because I can't promise you that, but I have never seen it. But then again, I'm
Truth
not
compelling
part of-
magic is simple. I can do it.
I'm not part of the guard or any kind of a side-eye tour. I'm not part of any kind of reconnaissance group, and so I've never seen it myself. But as you can imagine, I wish I could be more helpful. But
No, you're fine. There's only so much one can know in a situation in which they have never been.
What's our like cover story? Are we like? Didn't you come down here? Okay, so the reason
her
why you were
bodyguards.
down, and I know she only hired one bodyguard who got fired promptly.
Okay, first of all, it wasn't prompt. We were
I
traveling together
vote-
for
I
like
vote
3 weeks before I got fired.
Regional
And I
guides.
did a great job considering she's still alive. So you're welcome. Second of all, I forgot what I was saying.
She hired different bodyguards in different regions as
Right.
various regional guides.
It was an exceptionally dangerous territory, and so she required additional aid, which is why we have been subsequently recruited.
So what's our bodyguard group name?
Bodyguards don't have a group name to work.
No, yeah, but like if they hired us all at once, then we should have a group name.
We're just the
Like, what-
we're,
are we
we're not
team?
hired all at once.
We weren't hired out at once.
Sparkle
I was hired
motion.
first, and then y'all were
No!
hired after that.
I'm the most expensive.
I leap out the train.
I don't give a shit if you're the
Can't
most
do this again.
expensive. I never said that I'm not cheap.
Sparkle
But I was
motion
the
is
first.
forever.
What did you just say?
Our noses bleed.
I
I start speaking in wingdings.
Do you mean webdings?
I I look over at Beetle, and while making eye contact with him, I ask Adelaide, "How do they feel about drinking on the moon?"
In the city, fine. In the palace, it depends on the occasion.
I will
Polite.
do my best to avoid wanton drunkenness. Thank you, Ro. What about
That's just
smoking?
Same.
Ah,
But you don't smoke, do you, Beetle?
what you mean
That
by that?
stuff will kill you.
He looks over at Roke, and there's a very real moment where you see in his eyes he is debating stabbing you to death in this moment. Before he turns back, what you mean by that?
Nothing. Honestly, we'll be fine. If we're not fine, we won't be fine. I've decided that
You're freaking me out.
Just,
you
play
hit
it by
a
ear.
certain
That's what we do.
you hit a certain level of stress, and then your brain stops functioning, and so I'm taking that as a sign that indeed we shall play it by ear and see what eventuates, and hopefully I keep my head or I don't have to go to prison. We'll see how we go.
If something like that should happen, what recourse do we take? Is there someone we seek out?
Go home. Just honestly, just
How?
go home. It's much easier. Just jump really high. Perhaps there's a cannon nearby.
Or what the fuck did you do to her?
So, are you sure you don't want us to come get you?
Nope. I'll be fine.
I feel like that's not an option.
Miss Adelaide,
No, that
I
would make
hope
it
you
worse
know.
for her kid.
there's absolutely no goddamn way that's happening, right? Like, you're well aware of the fact that you are not going to stop any of us from coming in and forming a massive jailbreak, right?
I
I will
disagree.
nuke that entire place to get you back.
Okay, let's not go crazy now.
If,
I blushed. My lord.
if you really don't want me to, I will leave it be.
Thanks,
I've never
Rick.
respected your boundaries, and I'm not about to start now. I will bring you out of jail.
Oh my god.
Great.
The frog is ready to
Accurate.
kill for anybody in this party.
I've never respected your boundaries, and I'm not about to start now on a t-shirt.
That was pretty great.
That's. Oh, where is it?
That is a good one.
Someone's gotta put that in the quotes.
I'm doing it right now.
Someone needs to hold up.
I've had
What is my clipping button?
finally got my banger quote out for the campaign. Last time it was, "You don't love me, you love the idea of me."
No,
Oh my-
last time it was be vigilant.
Yeah, it was. It was.
Too bad you didn't see that one coming, Kristen.
Well, I hope you know when I get home tomorrow, I'm suffocating you under your own pillow.
Hey, but at least we'll have new clothes.
Great
At
birthday
least
present.
you will have new clothes when we go to prison.
Mm-hmm.
Miss
Do you
Adelaide,
want new clothes?
Do what?
do you want him to show up to the palace with his tits out?
My tits are out.
His tits are out.
Isn't he wearing the breastplate right now?
Bullshit.
it's right now the concern of them
It's
chafing.
like his
But-
tits
but
are here, and the
there's-
breastplate goes like this.
That's
The
true.
breastplate
It's like a
is just
bralette.
basically just a ring of necklaces that hang down.
I was about to say he's
Doesn't cover
effectively just
anything.
wearing a
All-
lingerie crop top.
Anything
Yeah,
that
all
it
accentuates.
It's just silver lines that connect all my markings. Pretty much.
That's
is what
actually
it
kind of bitchy.
It's so
Yeah.
cute.
is. So
I goes
I
I
mean-
don't
book.
comment.
Oh,
Not to say he doesn't got a rocking set of knockers, but generally, people don't like it when you get your tits out in refined society.
We could just give him some pasties. It'll be fine.
so
it was
No
fun going to see
pasties
Beatles
work.
people, but for actual people, I need to cover these things.
slight
August.
tonal pivot.
Hold on, I have one more question, and then you can go rogue. August, and this is very important. Do you have nipples?
Moving on.
I have feathers.
Pasties are. This is my question. Last I checked, birds don't, you know.
I didn't say I wear anything like that.
I'm just saying, like,
Also,
Why do you
I
need
have
to know?
feathers.
yeah. Oh. Feathers can cover a lot of things.
Alright, so anyways, the moon, the red one that appeared over your home and now has rings of asteroids around it, that's new.
Mm.
Perhaps there's an astronomer that we can speak to at some point. I mean, unless somebody here knows or feels something.
I look around. Does anyone look like they're feeling something?
Which one of you bitches is a Sagittarius now?
I'm a Scorpio.
Of course you're a fucking Scorpio.
Great.
I mean,
For West Run, is it a city?
Yes.
Alright.
Not a large one.
Right. And the train does a stopover
Yeah,
Overnight.
one night.
overnight. Okay. Alright.
So we can either do shopping run here, or we can do it in Mon while we're there. But we probably need to find
Or
a place
both.
to, or both.
I mean,
Both is good.
both is an option.
there's a
Rogue
lot of
wants to go
spending
see
money.
the Cobalt Soul.
Yeah.
I also would like to go see it. I'm looking for specific things.
I think I kind of have to go.
Are you allowed in a library? Bumped up.
What?
Yes.
What?
What?
They're
What?
flammable.
Fire hazard.
They're flammable.
Chuck
Books
let
don't
me in there.
burn.
Chuck let me in their library.
I think
But
everything
Chuck
is
is our
flammable
family.
with Bob around.
Everything is flammable if you try hard enough.
Well, to
Exactly.
be fair, also with Chuck's library, it was Adelaide who blew it up, not you. So
Did you know that there's a specific kind of fuel that can melt steel?
I spot a king. Bob
it was made by a great
Trash.
artificer named George W. Bush.
I'm sorry, I had to do it.
I think one thing is for certain, and that's that Miss Adelaide's gonna have to help us discern what is and is not nice enough to wear. No offense, but I don't think any of us has a sense of fashion beyond her and maybe Tor. But only when it
I
comes.
get to like
to
a
him.
bralette.
Looks down at my sneakers.
Okay, never mind, Tor either. Thanks for the reminder, buddy.
So what do you mean? I'm wearing.
Never wears a shirt and always wears sneakers.
Yeah.
The sneakers
But-
stay on.
Okay. Bumped Up's just wearing like a cloak and some armor underneath. Like he's fine, right?
You're not wearing
Yeah, it's basically
clothes
also
under
in
the
August.
armor?
Okay, yes he is. How
The
just
chafing.
Free.
ease up on the throttle there, champ.
Free.
Free ballin'.
Do frogs have?
Right.
Stop thinking about everyone's nipples.
I'm not asking.
I don't
for
think
nipples.
that CJ wasn't going nipples.
Man, what were
Um,
you gonna say?
I was trying to think of anything else in the world to say.
To answer your question, Tor, yes, I am allowed in libraries. I'm just going to go look for books.
You're
On
gonna have to
fire.
be with an attendant. Just letting you know.
I will see what I can do.
Well, I found us a place to sleep for the night.
We should also probably check to see if there's, I'm sure there will be more in Amon, so don't go bat crazy with your spending, but there'll surely be some kind of shops for weapons and shit. Potions, healing would be good to look out for. I think we burned through a lot of that.
A Goliath and
any
West Run.
recently, I
How original.
Did the train just fart?
That was the brakes, August.
Yes. the
That
train
was
is
me.
slowing down.
There's also some kind of static
What is that
interference.
Sound. Oh my god.
I've
Very angry.
bring
dinosaur.
shot. Brrr.
Was looking for a
There's-
steam whistle sound, and it wasn't great. So,
Oh, I still have 100.
Wait. Wait a minute. That was my time, children.
Oh no. I know what this is about to be.
it's not going to pick up on your mic.
I know.
Oh my god,
Um,
that's one that
sad.
Michael Scott has.
We can pretend though.
I guess if I turned off CRISPR, it would probably do it.
Yeah. CRISPR is a gene editing tool.
It is. I almost. Lord Dump on Austin, I wanted to do genetic engineering,
Same.
except the only acceptable place to do that apparently is in Switzerland.
Hey,
Nice!
Ooh.
Yay!
Hell yeah. And with that, we're gonna kind of switch gears as coming into town is this large, sort of walled city of Western. Gotta actually find it.
If you ever need train noises, let me know.
Like that time Denny was describing a cauldron, but the sound wasn't working, so I just made the bubbling sounds for him.
Hell yeah. So the
Ooh.
train does go sort of through the wall and right into the city, almost into the Opal Ward, and lets you guys off. You can pull yourselves out.
Is there like a little kiosk we can get a map from? This map?
Yeah, absolutely.
Rad. I'm gonna just go snatch one up.
Hell yeah.
Oh.
You guys can pull yourselves out here at the top. Right. As you kind of walk in. Colby, I got you. Unless you wanted to.
No, we're good.
A maze.
Mate, what?
A maze.
Oh, there is a
As
little
in,
maze
I
up
mean-
there.
Oh,
Hell yeah.
it's Beetle's gun.
You guys pull into Western. Even from this far away, all the way to the west, you can see a hulking cobalt-colored dome.
Ooh.
Hey, where do you think the Cobalt Reserve is?
Where?
I don't know. It's real hard to tell. Do you know what Cobalt is?
Kobolds?
Blue.
Good job, August.
I'm gonna look at Adelaide in a judgmental way.
I'm just like staring at the sky, like asking for strength in general.
Also, it's kind of giving you one of these. He's going.
I will walk over to where Rourke is and lower my voice slightly and say, so who exactly are these cobalt souls?
They're worshippers of Ayun, the
I will say,
goddess of knowledge.
I did a little bit of reading, and I'm gonna retcon that for Dev's brain because
Okay.
that's not well known.
Oh,
So
Okay.
everyone just thinks they are like knowledge zealots, like people dedicated, which is Ayun, right? But like they don't know that there's a connection to the god.
Couple of guys being dudes.
okay. Yeah.
Being guys.
No point in arguing the backstory thing. They're a worldwide knowledge collecting source who also keep political powers in check. They're impressive and well-connected network. Anything that's worth knowing, and they probably know something about it.
Right.
Not of things public, of course.
I nod.
But if we're looking at this map correctly, seems there's some other places. College, an observatory. Some other places that might have knowledge, but the reserve is a good place to start, because if, well, there is a better place, they'll know where it is.
Nerds!
I will say, Beetle, as you go to track down a map, you see a couple other flyers that are up. One for the new location of Gilmore's Glorious Goods, and one for another new location, the recently renovated underground onsen.
Underground onsen?
Yes.
I wanna
he's
go
gonna-
there.
Snatch up a map and just kind of, out of all the flyers he's just briefly scanning, he notices those two things. They particularly catch his eye, and so he kind of just quickly jots down the name and like the location of both of them.
Yes. The reason I mentioned the onsen is because it's outside of Cool. They have rooms for cheap.
I like cheap. I'll walk back over to Tor. All right, Tor, can you read maps?
Yeah, I can read maps.
Okay. Is this one of
I'm
those
not
times
dumb,
where
Beetle.
you say yes to something because you don't want to say no?
No.
Okay. Well, you said something about getting rooms for us, and he holds up the map and points to where the onsen is. Says here they got good rooms for cheap.
I'm on it.
Which
Leave it
way
to
do you-
me.
Which way do you walk, Tor?
Beetle, I'm not.
Just tell me pick a cardinal direction.
That way.
I'm gonna start walking towards the giant blue dome.
Before we go to Dome, can we stop off at the magic store?
Suppose it would be good if we all did that together, actually.
Might be best if we stick together for now, considering.
Yeah.
So that's for the best. Does anybody have anything to sell or anything? I've got
Yes.
the rug. You just
You
pull
can't
out
sell
a
the
roll
rug.
Sell
Can't
the
sell
rug.
the
Ties
rug.
room together.
The throw rug of
God.
enticement.
We have
No.
2 sets of bracers of unarmored defense.
Yeah, we could probably go without those. One of them at least.
Both.
Alright, so perhaps the thing that would make the most sense, judging by this map, is the Cobalt Soul is all the way on the other side of the city. So I think what's wise is walking over that way, seeing what we see on the way, and then make our way over to this onsen place, make a couple of stops on the way based on what we're sussing out, including, and he points to Gilmore's, this place looks real fancy, and I promise I'm not gonna steal anything.
Magic shops like that typically have magical protections to prevent that sort of thing.
And that's
So-
the reason I'm not stealing.
Yeah, that checks out.
Oh,
It's a Japanese bathhouse.
I thought you said it was rooms.
I mean, it is.
Yeah, they have rooms there.
This has
I hate you,
been
Colby.
Fun Facts with Denny.
Are you? Are we being shoehorned into a bathhouse episode?
No, it just
Oh my
exists if you want.
God.
Colby, do you remember the last time that happened?
Me looks over.
The frog will be taking full advantage of the bathhouse.
I mean, last time the time I experienced with the bathhouse was nice, and it was just I couldn't wash my horse ass because I can't get there.
That's what the tail's for. Yeah.
That's what I had Bree for. That was before we were dating, by the way.
Yeah, that was when she was very aggressively trying to see Jessup's penis.
That got
No.
weird.
What?
That got weird. That got real weird real quick. and I
It
had to
was
change-
so
Previously?
weird.
I had to-
Apparently, I think when we did it, that you guys mentioned that had happened previously, and this time she followed me around in the bathhouse.
Okay. So we're walking.
Continuing
now.
on.
We're walking.
Uh,
Keep an eye out for anything you might want to stop at, folks.
on your way, you guys do see like a large, like it's a pretty grand building, but there's this like purple tent draped over the top of it. Just pull yourselves out at the bottom right.
Does it happen to say Gilmore's Glorious Goods?
It absolutely does.
That's crazy.
Man, I wish I had money for a magic shop.
God damn it.
You got your girlfriend.
I don't think she's got much money either these days.
Got money. I got money.
I have
I
money
think
in
he has money
other
too. I think he's
assets.
being
If
Very
anyone needs
well.
to borrow money, just let me know.
For a nominal fee.
Yeah,
Well,
I spent like the last big sum of my money getting the bracers for Tor that we no longer need. But it was good for a time. It was worth it.
Change this
Served
picture
its
for this
purpose.
jackalope because I can't see. It's brown. I can't see it half the time.
I'm not assy anymore. I don't just hoard money and then lie to everyone saying I have 5 gold.
To be fair,
Never
you
had
didn't
money.
just hoard money. You pulled the card from the deck of many things to get 25,000
so much.
gold worth of gems.
And then you never
So
told a soul.
You
No.
were
Jessup was
a
so
goblin.
poor that whole campaign.
Yeah, I fully embodied the goblin life.
You spent all of your money in that shitty spyglass that you like used once.
No, that spyglass was incredible. I actually got a lot of use out of it too. So
The spyglass and the skin book is where all my money went to.
fuck's sake.
The skin book.
Oh man. Hell yeah. As you walk in, you see this Furbolg at the counter just kind of wave.
Oh no, he's hot.
Smash. Next question.
Well met.
I think we all agree.
would
Also,
like-
What the?
August would, like, while they were walking in this direction, August would have glanced at the map and then moved towards hand to point in the right direction.
Tor's not bad at maps.
When you constantly talk in the same tone like you're always lying, we can't tell when you're truthing, Colby.
Why do all my characters have this problem?
Gosh, I wonder what the root cause could be.
I don't know.
Is there a common denominator with all of Colby's
no idea.
characters?
Yes, dirty
don't
fucking
think so.
liar.
They're
No, they're all
just
hot.
dressed
That's
up
the
in a
problem.
That
different
slipped out.
font.
They're all hot.
Also, the Minotaur ring makes me like remember every place I've been to.
Oh yeah.
Not where you're going.
You're good at
Not where I'm
pathing.
going,
I don't know what that means. You're
but-
good at remembering what street sign said.
I don't need to know what they say if you know where to go. It's like giving directions to your hometown.
That's true. That's fair.
Don't need
Actually.
to know what they say if you know where they go.
Turn left
That's
at the
right.
weird shaped rock.
Yep. You get if you got to the
You know
one
when
you
boomers
just
give you
went too far.
directions? I'd like to look at magic items.
Hell yeah.
I too.
As you guys sort of start looking around, there's a lot of trinkets out here. You can tell it's a shop where like the good shit's in the back.
There it is.
But this is pretty fantastical. Like there's a lot of crazy magic trinkets. It's a vibe similar to like the Weasley store, the prank store.
No.
Weasley's Wizard Wheezies. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
As you ask that, Rogue, you see this guy sort of looks up. I don't know why I shift seat him again. And he's like, it's all kind of just like out there, man.
Is it organized in a particular way?
Over there's the trinkets. Over there's the what's-its. The big guys, I think back in Amon. So I don't know how much stock we actually really have right now, but
We're just looking for the magic item Dewey Decimal System.
I don't know, man. It's just like a vibe. Like just look
God.
around, shop.
Why were you hired here?
I love it.
So there's legitimately not a catalog at this store.
When Beetle says, "Why were you hired here?" He feels a tap on the shoulder.
Beetle does?
Yeah.
He spins around.
I feel like I'm at Hollister.
Ta-da.
Hey!
Hey.
This feels important. Hey.
Now, why are you berating my cashier, Mr. Outlaw?
Oh,
Oh, got him.
I take it you're Gilmore.
One and the same. And he does this and it sparks.
Yeah. I've
More
heard,
flamboyant, though.
Yeah.
I've heard of you. I was
Yeah,
not
good
berating him. I
things,
was
I
simply gently ribbing. Oh yes, all good things. And I have heard that you happen to have particularly good stock, which I don't think I'm quite seeing yet.
Oh. You're looking for... And he kind of like leans in. The stronger stuff.
One could say that, yes.
Well, I think we could figure that out. Curious if you can afford it, though. And he looks kind of like at what you're wearing.
Well, like you said, outlaw. Who knows how much money I really have?
I like this one. Persuasion check, please.
Oh
I
no!
throw
He
an
actually,
Awesome.
says, he actually says persuasion check.
He looks directly into the camera. Well,
Oh!
Oh my god!
Hot naked!
Let's
Nike.
I built a face character, people. My face is facing.
Well then. Kevin, do be a dear and lead them to the back.
Fuck you,
Saucy minx!
I'd
What
like
was
to
the-
see what these adventurers, and he kind of looks around, are all about. And as he does, he kind of stops on. I have a random question: Adelaide or Bubdub? Adelaide, is your fancy armor visible? Bubdub visor.
Oh, obviously, the visor doesn't come off.
Yeah, I'm wearing my dress, but there's like hints of the armor through it, as it always is.
In the
Hell
trim.
It's the trim. In the hem.
Well, I don't want to take your dress, but you there, can I see your visor?
I'm
I
very
will be back, I promise.
Oh, okay. Very hesitantly and slowly takes off the visor and hands it over.
As soon as
Being
you hand it
careful.
to him- Go ahead.
Being careful not to let him touch my skin.
Ah, yeah. As soon as you hand it over, he disappears. But
I
then,
swear to God.
Then he just reappears up here. Gotcha.
No, I'm not gonna do that.
Come on up. We should chat. Kevin, get the catalog.
Go, Kevin.
Y'all. And I just kind of gesture to the stairs with an absolute shit-eating grin.
No. Hell yeah. Once you guys all get up top, he will snap his fingers and like a purple curtain will just go across the whole like railing to the downstairs. And you all of a sudden cannot hear the downstairs.
Oh yes.
My friend, do you know what you have?
Yes, but also no. I've had this
Ugly
for
fucking
a
dogs.
very long time.
I believe I
It's,
should be asking, is there anything I could give you to part with this?
No.
Good. How about you? Any way I could purchase your dress?
What would you give me for it?
Small fee of 10,000 gold pieces.
Only 10,000.
I see you know what you have.
I say
Can I-
nothing.
Can I insight Gilmore?
Yeah, go ahead.
Cool. I'm
I'm
trying
just
to figure
wondering where
out
the girls are.
why on earth would he off. I'm trying to suss out like why on earth would he offer this amount of money?
With a 20 insight, that was a lowball offer.
So basically, I can tell that he knows this thing is extremely valuable.
Oh yeah.
I quirk my brows.
He's gonna do something.
I've never sold a dress before, but
Bold assumption, Devin.
Pardon me while and you see he sort of like moves his hands apart and the visor floats in between and sort of tilts and rotates as he does this. Okay.
His first name is Sean?
yeah.
Yes.
You didn't know that?
No.
He's also from Marquette. So
What a funny name!
This is the first time you've seen somebody like from Marquette in a hot minute. Yeah, I didn't name him.
It's Sean.
blame
Who's
Matt
next,
Mercer
Mark?
for that one. Yeah, so he does that with the visor. Well, Mister, I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name.
Are you talking to me? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
My name is Bub. Hello.
Hi.
This is Plop. And I pat the mechanical frog that I am currently riding.
Nice to meet you, Plop. Did you know your friend, owner, builder? It means
Yes to all three. Less owner, more friend and builder.
Lover would also be appropriate.
Nope.
Let's not.
What the fuck?
he looks over at Rogue. You're not the
Are
funny
you-
one, are you?
Our young friend there is developing a sense of humor.
That was literally his first joke ever.
No, that was the first one that was kind of funny.
Except for the kiss the cook apron he wore when we met him like the second day.
I don't
That was
think he
mine.
was wearing that ironically either.
No, I definitely was. I do not want any of you to touch me.
No,
I hug
I
you all the
believe.
time.
Yeah.
And that's because I like you.
You really do know how to make a fella feel special.
I hug you all the time too.
I'm pretty sure everyone has touched Rogue at some point.
Against my will.
I don't think the frog has, to be totally honest.
We shared a hot tub together.
Ooh.
I made you close your eyes.
But I did.
And for
you.
Bub Dub, our like extent of physical contact has been like when we're pushing something together, or when I literally helped him become a flail to hit something.
And we weren't technically touching on that. You were holding
No.
the grapple belt.
Exactly.
So he turns back to Bub Dub. What you, and I believe you as well, based on just how bright that thing is shining, I believe this is a relic of the Red Solstice.
That concerns me.
Does that sound like something familiar?
You can roll a history check.
Ooh,
Give me a
history check.
second, because
Can I also roll?
May I use guidance
We
upon
all
that?
roll.
Yes,
Whoa.
and Adelaide, yours are at advantage.
Because I'm old as hell. It's okay.
Woo!
Hell yeah.
I live in the middle of bumfuck nowhere. I don't know what that means.
Tor, nothing.
Yeah, I'm looking at this suit of armor. Like, behind
Umi
me.
didn't tell you shit. Let's see. Beetle, also nothing. Bub
Distracted by
Dub.
these helmets.
I'll throw it out there.
Yeah, I don't know if you would have, just because of your history.
doubt
you
it.
would have heard about any of this stuff.
I was
You
about to
might
say,
have
I
heard-
doubt it, but
You might have heard legends of strong weapons from times past. Roke and Adelaide, you would both know that these are very strong magical artifacts that grow with the wielder and can also be known as vestiges of divergence. They are weapons or artifacts either created by gods or something before them to aid in the calamity.
Yeah, boy! I say that.
Are you running a fever?
Roke, knowing what those are, but not assuming that we had found some powerful magical artifacts, but not necessarily those. I suppose it's probably just gonna do a little bit of the slightly slack jaw before recovering. It's just the idea that we have two of them in our group is concerning. because he's used to being a target, but this is just a whole new level of enticement. Yeah.
Rogue, why do you look like someone just kicked your dog?
We're very lucky that most people are as ignorant as we are. Those are extremely powerful, one-of-a-kind, magical artifacts from a bygone era.
Bless you.
I look at Adelaide and I ask, is it you who turns into what you do, or does that enable you? Gestures at the dress. 'Cause he's never asked that before.
I don't think it is normal for people to, even people with the same affiliations as myself, to turn into something like that. No, I think a great deal of it has to do with my dress.
My. The way you speak of it makes it sound like some rancorous beast. No. What is it?
You are very curious, aren't you? Someone we have
Well-
just met.
Aren't most magicians?
You are a magician, then.
In some circles, yes. Your passive, also Bubdub's passive, is high enough to like see like under his like lapel where his shirt's kind of flowy. There's like a glowing rune.
Ooh.
Can I see what
Wait.
that rune is by chance?
Yes.
My passive is a 24 now because I just.
It's some arcane like magic shorthand. But I guess you can sort of ascertain just by like how he's acting. Like you've met wizards, you met Lylin. This isn't fucking Lylin. This is not a wizard, but he does do magic very well.
Fair enough.
He's a rune child sorcerer, but like I don't know if you know that.
Based.
I gathered sorcerer.
Yeah.
So
In a similar way that like a Brutusborn like beetle is kind of looked at as a bad omen, so are people like him.
Hey, my man.
I mean, in your case, kind of you were proving a point there for a while. Let's be real.
But then one asks the question, was it destined to be, or was it made that way? Self-fulfilling prophecy.
So Gilmore hands the visor back.
thank you.
Thank you. It is not every day, or really ever, that you get to see something like that, let alone two of some things like that.
I like it. It helps a lot.
Sure it does. Where's Kevin? Kevin! Sort of claps.
No.
I need a Kevin.
See Kevin just like slowly trudges through the curtain, hands him the catalog. I need to like go make sure nobody's stealing, man. I can't see with this curtain. Yes,
Isn't
yes,
Kevin the
good.
name of the like brain damage helper that you have in the Forest 2 that you just send to do tasks?
Yes, but that's not why I did this.
Okay.
I don't think he's brain damaged. He's deaf.
In the Forest 2? No, his head is bleeding when you find him. It was a plane crash.
Anyways, so he reads out some things. Well, we have the normal things like healing potions, though we're running a little short on those. I believe we have 2 of each kind. We also have, and he sort of opens the catalog, and all these like images sort of pop up like holograms. We have these gloves of elemental grasp. I made these myself. They sort of help when you're trying to attack things. I have this ring. This is very fun. This is one of my best works.
A doodle ring.
I have this arrow, which can heal things.
Oh.
I have this. This is very hard to come by. It is a potion of spell recovery.
It's a cauldron with a stopper.
That's so cute.
I also have some lesser things, but still a little too strong to go out in the front. You can see he pulls up Talisman of the Goblin.
It's just Azzy.
Pulls up the Ring of Moods. The Whistle of Bird Calls. And the Everflow Kettle. Random disclaimer that these are all homebrew, and if they end up being broken, we'll change them, but I don't think any of these can be broken. So.
I think the Ring of Moods can be broken.
Put
It would
on
let
me.
you know my emotional state, which, that's just not supposed to happen.
If
Why
you put it on
always-
Beetle, it would shatter.
Slip this ring on somebody
Aw.
and just
Why are you blue?
Can I interest you in anything?
How much is the potion of spell recovery?
I believe I could let that go for 500 gold.
Right. Do you also do purchases if we have something to sell?
Yes, I am always looking for goods to sell. Though, mind you, you may not be happy with the price I try to give you, but I also have to make a profit.
Mm-hmm. I will take off the necklace.
Hell yes.
Blood necklace. I'll get him
Uh,
to have a look.
Let me see. Adaptation, uncommon.
These healing arrows might actually be a good thing to just have in the back pocket.
Only one.
Still.
Agreed, but
Farsight bow from, however far away heal something.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool.
for an uncommon magic item, go ahead and roll a D250 plus 250. No. D300 plus 200.
Oh.
Never mind. You can keep that.
I'm so sorry.
No, you can keep that. That's fine.
Okay.
I would give you 470 for it.
Alright, that sounds reasonable.
Done. He snaps his fingers, and the necklace in your hand is replaced with a bag of gold.
I look happy.
Beetle looks upset. He's just in the background because he was right when he said the number. He went.
Oh, that would have been smart.
That's actually
I have-
not a bad price for an uncommon item.
No, yeah, I was
know.
thinking
Oh,
that. I was like, let's go.
Absolutely, but he's like your grandma during the Great Depression. He's gonna try and get every penny he can. It is simply in his nature.
I have this done, and he pulls out the rug, and he throws it on the ground.
But that really ties the room together.
Hang on.
I could not take an object so precious from you.
Oh wait, it's only when it enters the room.
Oh,
Never
yeah.
mind.
He looks down
It's
at the
not
rug. This doesn't match.
Can you? Oh wait, no. It's only when they enter the room the first time, isn't it?
It's also not purple.
Oh no, when a creature enters the room with this rug within line of sight. I have. Can you very quickly just exit out and come back in?
He casts Identify. No.
Fair enough. That's acceptable. However, it's perfect. You can throw it in the middle of the room, downstairs.
No, it doesn't match. I could purchase it, but I don't think I'd pay more than 5 to 10 gold for it. It really ties.
Fair
Long
enough.
live the rug! Not this room.
Fair enough. And then I have something else. He pulls off the grapple belt because he does not use it much anymore. Unless anybody else would like the grapple belt.
It's not attunement or anything. It's just like a grapple hook attached to your belt buckle.
Yeah.
How far does it shoot?
10 or 15 feet.
Yeah, 15.
Maybe I need that since I can't climb.
Actually,
Can't climb.
that might. It's not a bad thing for our resident rogue to have a grapple belt.
I'll be like, hold up. I'll walk over and I'll take off my seatbelt and hand that to you instead.
Please let it be like a big Texan belt buckle you're going to be wearing now.
Is absolutely, but it's a seatbelt. The seatbelt is if you sit in the air, it's like you're in a chair, so you can just sit anywhere. I've used it once.
So he'll give that to you. I'm trying to see if I have anything else.
Yeah, we'll trade. We'll trade. You can have the seatbelt.
My
Can I
attunement
sell
belts
can I sell
my-
my shoes? On Jordans?
The dogs are coming out.
The J's aren't creased.
They are not creased.
Not a single Goonies item shall remain.
No.
It's not true.
This
I
is
still have the
keeping them-
bar.
True. And the
You're
We
also
are the Goonies.
yeah.
Wait,
Uh,
I mean, they're not attunement, but I'm not gonna... Yeah,
I still
unless
have the
someone
baby
wants the
Ruth.
Doesn't you're not using them too often, and it doesn't feel. I mean, I have a seance candle.
For the shoes, Colby, roll a d25 plus 25.
Ooh, nice.
I'd prefer you hang on to the seance candle.
Yeah, it's probably going to be good. I mean, other things I could potentially do here is sell the sword of Night and Flame as long as I get just a regular +1 or +2 longsword. And that will, fulfill the same purpose at this point in time.
Maybe hold off on weapon stuff until we find good weapons somewhere.
The only reason I'm trying to sell anything right now is just because I have less than 30 gold.
Oh God.
You do have
who
2
took-
sets of bracers of unarmored defense to sell.
I did say you could borrow money from me.
To
And let's
fair,
just be-
I'll just waste it.
And let's just be clear, we definitely should sell those things that we cannot use.
No, you're supposed to hoard it till the end, like a real gamer.
Yeah.
What about a pearl of power?
And then forget they exist.
Yeah.
We
We'll
do have
bring
a
it
pearl of
back.
power.
I have a genuine question just for everybody. Who has the Ring of Seasons? You do have it?
Yes.
Okay. I was curious.
It's on his the chain around his neck along with the Palor pendant.
Okay.
Ooh.
I was just trying to remember because I'm going through the bag right now and I'm like, okay, what do we have?
Does
Oh,
anybody
jinx.
does anybody want the pearl of power?
What does it do again? Wait, I can
Restores
tell.
up to a level 3 spell slot once per
Yes.
long.
Is it attunement?
Yes.
Wait, long rest?
Yeah, but
Yeah,
consider if you take a short rest and
It's
Switch
the
it out.
same as Cass's
The alarm clock?
Yeah. It just won't wake you up at 4 a.m.
You could tell me that did anything, I'd be like, oh yeah, cool.
I'm sitting on like 2 items that I need to attune to right now.
If nobody wants it, I'll sell it because I have the Rod of the Pack Keeper, which does the same thing but better. So
I'll maybe see how much you get for it, and then if it's not that good, I'll take it.
he's gonna pull the Pearl of Power out and hold it in front of Gilmore. And how much might one of these lovely little beauties run me?
We established uncommons at plus or D300 plus 200.
Okay. 1d300 plus 200.
I will. I
Wow.
That. No. I flipped that. It's supposed to be 300 plus 200.
So
There-
343.
Yeah, that
Or-
works. Well, I can give you
I'll re-roll it if you'd rather.
No, that works. Yeah, so he'll offer 343 for it.
Do I think I could get him to bump that at all?
You can certainly try.
Actually, how about you say, you toss in that little drawing ring right there and we'll call it a deal.
The doodle ring.
The doodle ring.
Wait. Did you mean the ring and the 343?
Yes.
He'll just... That ring is...
A
Make
ring is a
persuasion check.
pencil.
Persuasion?
Yeah. Yeah, but it's still, like, the time and enchantment put into it.
Yeah, no, I understand.
22... just... Where the fuck is the sheet? There it is. I didn't connect his token to his sheet, so I can't shift double click him. That's not an advantage. I put it at advantage. Close
It's
enough.
not.
He says, it's called an even 340 plus the ring.
Deal.
Alright.
Give him a handshake.
Hell yeah.
I've dropped the disguise self because obviously he sees through it, so I don't see the point in maintaining it right now. Even 300. And I
Gilmore.
got doodle ring.
Even 340.
Oh. Oh. Nice.
I mean, the doodle ring was like 50 gold.
I'll take it.
I suppose I'll pull out the bracers I had taken off of Wes to offer him up, and I'll look at Tor, ask like with a shrug, like you wanna make this a double trouble 2?
Oh, yeah, we can do that. I forgot that I actually had those. Like, I know I have them, but they're not. Anyways. Yeah, I'll do that.
If you're
But
trying
also-
to sell them as a pair,
No.
No,
Oh,
just
well,
each.
maybe.
Oh, go ahead.
you guys chat.
They're 2. Each of them is like a set of 2, so it's like 4 bracers that are going.
Yeah, I know. But it's
Okay.
2 magic items, essentially.
Yeah. Is that better?
No, it was just going to be a fun little rolly game. What were you saying, Colby? You should probably hang on to these. But he will
How about we
say-
hang on to
we can
one
hang
set?
We can hang on to one set, yeah. We can hang
Okay.
on to the set that you bought, because I do want to keep them just in case. But I was also just going to ask, the Jordans that I was wanting to sell, how much would it cost to... Can we just change that enchantment over to just like a nice pair of like boots?
Tasteful boots.
Some good-looking, some tasteful boots.
Easily.
Boots.
Easily, I can do that for you. Let's roll it into one other thing. He looks at the bracers. Rare. Roll me a D500 plus. Just roll me a D500. He offers you 1,533 gold for them.
That's not a
Sure.
bad deal. That's not a bad deal, actually.
It's a pretty good
I'm-
deal.
Yeah,
Because you bought them for 1,700.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm content with that amount of money back. Yeah.
Oh, roll in my shoe glamour with it.
Hell yeah. Yeah, shoe glamour's included. You see, he's
This guy's a
Kevin.
G.
Kevin claps. Kevin shows back up.
Okay.
Change these to this man's specs, please. And he looks towards Tor.
I described some very tasteful boots.
Isn't this
To be
gonna,
determined at a later time.
take a
Stuff's
couple
expensive.
days? You start and I'll finish. We'll have it ready by the morning. Always a downer, Kevin. Whatever, man.
If necessary, we could pick them up in Amman.
Oh. Business in the capital.
Gonna pass through there. We'd like to see your inventory there as well. Here it's more impressive. Not
Pass
to
through.
disparage
It's on-
this.
It's on the coast, dear boy. Get better with your lies.
I've not been there before, so it's not much of a lie. We're looking for passage to somewhere else.
He shrugs.
That sounded ruder than it meant to. I'm sorry.
He's so
Not-
We're working
he's
on it.
always so serious.
We're working on it. We're working on
Yeah,
it.
you should have seen him in the beginning.
Yeah. We're working on it. Aren't we?
I think he's a lot of
It's
fun.
not so bad.
Thank
get
you,
used to
I
August.
just look at Adelaide like this.
I think I look at Gilmore and I just say, I think it's a matter of contrast. I look at the man taking off his J's.
Hmm.
Don't crease him.
Also, how much for the arrow?
He thinks for a moment. I need to look at the arrow. What kind of item are you? Uncommon. 400 gold.
Okay. I'll take it.
He just shrugs. Okay.
Every time it kills me inside.
Hey, Denny,
Yes.
I don't suppose that here they would have either. You can probably see where I'm going with these first two: mithril plate or boots of elven kind. And/or speaking of boots, because it's thematic, Stormrider boots. Those are an Exandrian thing.
Well, I don't know what Stormrider boots do, so let me look them up.
Okay.
They're
I
like
think it's a-
Heelys?
Definitely,
storms.
definitely no mithril or anything.
Boots of elven kind and Stormrider boots.
Hey, Tor.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, Beetle.
What?
Fuck no, I'm not giving you flying. Get out of here.
You just misgendered
Once
me?
a day, 90 feet. Yeah.
Did you want anything?
The biggest thing
No,
about
I'm
those
good. I
albums
got
was
some
no
tasty
attunement.
boots.
What? I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you. Rope was talking.
I got my tasteful boots. I'm good.
Are you sure? You seemed excited by that bird whistle.
I'm good. I don't need a bird whistle.
But do you want a bird whistle?
No, I don't want a bird whistle.
How much for that arrow?
Well, I believe you have to ask your friend, as they now own the arrow.
Oh, I'm sorry. I missed that.
Points to August.
Oh yeah, I bought it.
How much for this here little whistle?
20 gold.
18.
Deal.
Hell yeah. He picks it up and then immediately hands it to Toy.
Outside. Outside.
Is it shoving birds or something?
No, it is very loud.
Oh.
Okay. If we're all talking to the same person, just wait your turn to ask. I'm not gonna...
It was easier just to type it out and wait until you got around to it. That was more so what I was doing. Yeah, I was just kind of typing it out to put it in the queue of like next person in line.
He's gonna say maybe because I haven't made his shop in Amon yet. So,
Okay, fair enough. Does he know about a blacksmith in town, however?
There's blacksmiths everywhere, though you won't find much enchantment outside of Gilmore's glorious goods.
Well, I appreciate it, thank you.
Finest enchanter on this coast.
In this
Oh my god,
planet,
cute!
mind
You, Jesus.
That's quite the claim.
I do have a question though about my visor. You said that these evolve with the person who wears them.
They certainly can.
Do you know what this one does?
Not a clue. I don't even know what it does right now. It is magic beyond my comprehension.
Do you know of anybody or anywhere that I could maybe find out?
He kind of
Kobold
looks.
gold.
Well, I'd start with that, what's it? I genuinely forgot what I put on it, but aren't they... Isn't there Gracious initials on it?
I'm pretty sure.
Yes.
Maybe.
I definitely put initials of some kind on it. I just-
There were
and it was
initials,
in his
yeah.
workshop. It was GS.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
GD.
Oh, GD. Goddamn.
Yeah, I have so many things that are stamped with those fucking initials. I can't remember what I do and don't.
I couldn't remember which of his names I stamped them with, which is why I was asking. But
I think you, motherfucker.
it doesn't matter. He just
It was
points
his
to the,
initial.
yeah, he points to the initials. I'd probably start there, but
We don't talk to him.
because that looks
Yeah,
new-ish.
so the issue with that is the person who owned this before, I don't think was a great person. As in we're kind of locked in a little bit of a stalemate with them right now, trying
He's tried to kill us 5 times.
It's
To
maybe
be-
not 5 times, but it's close.
It's been at least 5. To be fair, a lot of these items and items similar to them will have had many owners over the years who would be less than desirable.
Yes, I've heard of one being in the hands of an assassin. There's even a whole separate line of them that I've heard of that are called the Arms of the Betrayers, which come from the betrayer gods of old.
What
With-
is what assassin? What did they have?
I believe it was a cloak of some kind. I'm not too sure outside of that.
God
I look over to Bubdub. Do you have any sketches of Beetle's old revolver since you were going to replicate it?
I have the physical blueprints of. I don't know if it's the same one, but I've got blueprints for a gun.
I'll pull them out. Does it look like Beale's old revolver?
If you drew it.
I mean, it
Uh,
will definitely look like a cult special, but
Do you, in your, I look at you, do you in your journal have any pictures of the maze pattern?
Hang on. I'm gonna be real. You just freaked him out a little bit. You don't notice anything because he's a cool sorcerer, but I'd like to know if any of you have surface thoughts involving the Chain of Oblivion right now. Or, what are your surface thoughts?
Calling us to going around, I suppose.
Yeah. I'll just go straight down Discord. We'll start with Adelaide.
Honestly, she isn't even following along with what happened. Her ears are pricked up on, what was it, the Arms of the Betrayers?
Mhm.
And her surface thoughts are, what the fuck is that?
Hell yeah.
That's pretty much it.
Hell yeah. Bubdub.
His mind immediately went to when he pulled it out. Is like, shit, I have to work on this more.
Hell yeah. Beetle.
Beetle is remembering a time he felt power surging through him as he absorbed a soul, and he felt something change just a little bit.
He just like looks over.
What?
hang on. Broke.
Roke is visualizing the maze. It's like kind of the idea of the maze on the gun, but also us in the maze. I mean, I don't know how much of a vivid picture, because technically for this spell he has to like dive deeper, but he's getting like some ideas, and I suppose probably the at least concept of a chained entity is on the surface to some extent.
Okay. Tor.
Tor's response are just like do 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 do. See him playing the
And you
bird
wonder
whistle.
why they ask if you can read a map.
Yeah, he's just imagining himself playing this whistle and all these birds are coming.
Like a Disney
Christ.
princess.
And then August.
August's thoughts sound like they are in an echoey room, and it's just. I wonder where I could get bread. Oh, but I also want soup. What if I put soup inside of bread?
You see, the first thing Gilmore does is he snaps his fingers and hands you some French onion soup with a piece of bread.
No, you gotta hand him a soup bowl.
It's a bread bowl.
Bread bowl.
No.
Love seeing.
French onion soup has bread on it, and then there's
It's
cheese on top.
croutons.
Yeah, it's Christine.
You ever seen a baker witness their witness their bread loaf being turned into a bread? Oh, it's
my
awful.
favorite videos for some reason.
If August had lips, they would look like they were about to kiss this man.
He just waits. And then he looks over at Beetle.
Saucy.
You look different. Sorry, you spooked me, mentioning what you did. Seems I was right to be spooked.
I look different.
I cast a simple spell to see what you were all thinking. Making sure I wasn't about to be killed.
Oh no, you're fine now. They're okay. They're okay.
I don't kill easy targets.
You try.
Let's
Let's
hold
keep it
up.
calm.
Is Beetle trying to get us murdered?
Maybe this
hold
is
up.
his weird way of flirting. You don't know.
Yeah, I kind of interpreted it as flirting.
Thank you, Jan.
Laughs and disintegrates.
Flirting you.
It's so insane that you never romance Lizelle. You fight her, apparently.
Beetle does give him like a little. I'm not here to kill you.
You couldn't, but thank you.
Is he still detecting any surface thoughts?
He's got a minute. So.
Roke is actively trying to make white noise in his head. He's like, I do not want him looking at anything else.
Bub
you
Dub's
see...
brain. Oh, continue. Sorry.
No, you first.
I was gonna say Bub Dub's brain immediately starts thinking of, God damn it, how much do I have to burn for this thing to go down? If this goes sideways, Bub Dub's thinking, how much fire do I need?
Beetle has the most brief.
Two, he snaps and just, I can no longer. It was an invasion. It was for self-preservation.
Let's look up.
So what?
I saw what you were thinking. You know what you were thinking. Seems you're in some shit. Seems you're working out of it.
What are the arms of the betrayers? Because I'm assuming if I know about Red Solstice relics and Vestiges of Divergence, I know something of the arms of the betrayers.
Yeah, I mean, you wouldn't know, I guess, like, what they were. You could probably ascertain that that's probably what Beetle's gun was at this point, because you saw it grow when it stole souls.
Yes, but what I mean more specifically is, based on the background profession and the specific sort of research I did into specific entities, what I know about those sort of weapons often being forged with a specific essence in them.
Yeah, probably.
That's That's concerning. Okay.
So I'm interpreting this as meaning the thing I had was an arm of a betrayer.
In all likelihood, yeah. It did evolve. Did it ever speak to you?
What were you going to say, Gilmore?
Yeah, he's just looking around. That's all I was saying. He's like, he just like closes his hands. He's just listening.
It is no longer amongst us, to be clear.
I tossed it into a pit of lava.
Interesting. And that worked.
Who knows if it was real lava?
Well, it's not here. I can't sense it. So.
Well, I had help.
He looks at everybody else. Tight-knit group.
I was
I'm
I was
squeezing
just
this guy.
protecting a farm.
We're the closest.
We're
See.
basically a family.
You said you're squinting at it, Adelaide? He just like owns in on you. Did I offend?
It just seems you're understanding quite a lot about us, and we seem to know very little about you.
Well, my story is publicly known. From
His name's
Marquette,
Nestor.
genius entrepreneur, enchanter extraordinaire, the best businessman in Teldore, Gilmore. And he does this purple fireworks shoot off.
And he's renowned for his humble nature.
Exactly. See, maybe you are the funny one.
Right.
So, what is it? What does that mean? That I had one of those.
Slightest idea outside of they are usually used for evil by evil.
One of the
What
big
usually happens to the people who've used them?
They change in one way or another.
It's not always people that use them either. And one of the big differences to be concerned about is 2 of these were found. One of them was granted.
Maybe we should stop talking now, Rope.
He sort of smiles. I don't believe you can acquire an arm in any other way. There's stories of people finding vestiges, these relics of the Red Solstice. The stories for the arms are different.
How so?
Heard of one such story. Dates back to the Calamity. The city. Oh, fuck. Oh, my brain.
Cavalier?
Thank you.
God damn
city
it.
of-
Neophelia.
The city of Avalier. Their first night was corrupted and transformed into something else.
Yeah.
Hey,
Match.
The laughing
Calamity
hand.
match.
hell yeah.
I love it.
Weapons were often given to chosen.
They've been the arms. I believe your friend keyed in on it. They usually created from suffering, from pain of some being.
From what I read, it still has the essence within. It's not just a byproduct of, it is them and their suffering still.
Interesting.
But I can't confirm that myself, of course. Well, if we need to learn more about them, there is a library in town.
Yeah, speaking on that topic, I got 2 questions for you. Any chance that you can get us in there?
The monks do their own thing, and they're not exactly fond of me.
That's fair. I didn't know that. Near the town.
Now that I believe. You don't seem like
No.
the monkish type.
You don't say. No,
It's a
these cats
compliment.
are highly above my pay grade.
Hmm.
Is there anything else you'd like to purchase?
There's, I guess, like, while getting the boots that we already did the discussion, I already got rid of the money and grabbed those. I suppose while doing that exchange, I'm going to ask him, what do you know about the rings around Ruidus, if anything?
I know they're new. Ish. They've been there for time as a construct.
I was a
But
flat
3
circle.
months.
However
Well-
long since you guys were on the ship. So, he'll say that.
A while.
It's been a while.
Probably a couple of weeks.
Been
At
a
least.
long time.
1 week since you looked at me.
After hit his son's a drain breaker.
Thank you very much for your patronage.
I'm so sorry to interrupt. Could I just insight his response on Ruidus? I am just interested to see how he feels about it in general. So I'm looking for any kind of like
Absolutely.
subtle signs.
And then if you could
Subtle
tell
hints.
me what you rolled, that'd be fantastic.
Okay. Huh. 23?
Hey, he's being pretty nonchalant, but it's weird. It's weird. It's weird. It's super weird. He's not happy about it. Not exactly scared, mostly curious. Because I don't
Concerned, maybe.
Think, yeah, a little concerned.
I'm not happy, Bob. Not happy.
Gotcha. I don't say anything. I was just interested to see if he had a strong response.
Yeah, it's a bit, like I said, like a bit of curiosity. He's not like super knowledgeable on it. Like, he is smart, he is good at magic, but he's mostly just a businessman.
Well, thank you so much for the hospitality and goods. I look forward very much to seeing you in Amon.
Who's to say I'll be there? Maybe it'll be Kevin.
Oh, but you know we're too much fun to miss.
Plus, I need to see if he gets funnier.
I'll be working on it.
I have a question.
Yes.
How much, for one Kevin?
I can't
Adelaide.
sell an employee. That's slavery.
Adelaide, we
Isn't that
don't
just
do that
employment?
here.
Is that a custom where you're from?
Do you buy people?
I don't.
What? You? I don't like the way you emphasize that.
I felt like I just wanted to set him free a little, you know?
I think
to
this is
liberate
just
Kevin.
what working in a capitalistic society is like. If you free him, you're gonna have to free everybody, and then it's just a bunch of hoopla.
I stored this in my memory bank for when I have
Beep
my
boop.
uprising era.
If you have the chance to help one person, but not all the people, you shouldn't help the one. That's the lesson to take away.
Yeah, fuck them. Fuck them kids.
Problem. Did you buy the spell recovery potion?
No.
Okay.
But as I turn to walk towards like downstairs, I'm gonna walk by Tor, and I'm gonna take 100 gold out, and I put it into his palm, and then I curl his palm around it, and then I push his palm away, and then I keep walking.
I put it in the pocket, labeled "Give back to Addie later."
I turn around, I walk back, I take it out of the pocket where it can get pickpocketed. I put it under the breastplate or something. Jesus Christ.
Beetle had already been
Oh.
moving to pickpocket it.
There's something else that we should maybe ask for while we are here, since we are a D&D adventuring party. Does he have anything like a portable hole, a handy haversack, or bag of holding?
Oh yeah, there'd be bags of holding for like 300 gold.
Whoa.
We have a bag of holding.
We do?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's an artificer.
Oh, but that's not a
Using
permanent
that one
one, is
for a
it?
while.
Huh.
It's permanent as long as he
technically-
keeps it.
I was about to say it's only permanent so long as I keep it at the same time. Yeah, we'll find
So,
out.
so is everything.
I'm gonna... I'm gonna get a personal one then,
I
I
was about to say,
suppose.
doesn't hurt to have two,
Yeah,
in case.
yeah.
So
that's...
I'm gonna preface this by if you try to make a dumb engineering arrow.
I'm
Austin,
not.
I'm going
what?
to drive to Northville and shit in your new car.
Hold up. What did you say to start this? If I
Get
try to
shitted
do
on.
what?
If you try to make some crazy fucking arrow that has a bag of holding and a bag of holding,
Oh, just create the SAR bomb, basically.
Oppenheimer.
Spirit flights are only $80 to you, Diddy. Just let me know. We'll tag team it. We'll hold hands and group
Just-
shit.
Fucking gross.
time out.
So just to throw this one out here,
I can't poop.
I
on
didn't
that.
have that idea until you gave it to me.
It's not
Granted,
gonna happen. That's like
I-
the artificer idea. They're like, can I put a bag of holding in a bag of holding?
No,
Illegal.
I'm not gonna do that. I'm
Is
just gonna
anything to
make a
rip a hole,
chainsaw
yes,
sword
bro.
for Rogue or Tor,
No,
somebody.
No, you won't, 'cause you never get in and say you're doing it on
I'm
RPG.
working on shit, dude. I got so much shit to fucking finish.
We'll get it in the
I'm gonna make
epilogue.
I'm gonna make a nuke like normal. Like, come on.
A nuke novel.
I never had that idea,
They're not-
but I
They're
did
not
kind of
war crimes.
accidentally
They're
live
war
in one.
suggestions.
This is true.
As he did live in one.
But that
I
wasn't
just
like
accidentally lived in
that
one.
wasn't like mechanical. That was just a vibe. All right, so you guys bought what I moved: the doodle ring, couple potions, the whistle, and the arrow, and a bag of holding.
And I also got boots, so I spent
Yeah. 500
total.
Hell yeah!
After...
I mean, I trust you guys to track your gold. I'm just fucking with the handouts.
The arrow was 400, right?
Yes,
Okay. I just wanted to make sure I did it right.
absolutely. We'll just say you have the boots because it's easier. It was a quick change. They were more mechanical than magical, so it was just kind of moving something into a different boot, essentially. But
I can do Colby.
The
Oh,
boots with the
Yeah,
fur.
You have your boot.
I just changed it into
With the fur.
in the red sheet
yeah, you're good.
text
Um,
to tasteful boots, slippery boots.
Dude, when we go shopping for your clothes, you definitely need to get like one of those cloaks with the fur-lined collar sort of thing.
Nah, it's just gonna get a shirt.
hell,
I can't go full clothed, okay?
No, it's literally just like a cape,
Just
basically.
just a cape only, and just leave.
No, you can get other stuff. I'm just saying.
Free.
Just get that as well. You know, be the Viking you are meant to be.
all right.
God,
You guys
that's
are
bloody.
ushered out of the store,
Kevin, get your hands off me.
bro. I'm like all the way over here.
Thanks.
Anytime. Perhaps I'll see you again. And he winks and disappears.
Freaking Kevin.
Was there anyone specific you winked at?
Just the group.
Aw, boo. You're no fun.
You can roll insight, and if you're low enough, you can think it's you.
No, I didn't want it to be me.
He wants it to be me.
Absolutely.
I think this man is happily married.
Yes.
Kevin.
Sean.
Damn
He
it.
can window shop.
You
Is
can
he
look at the
married?
menu so
Piece of
long as you eat at
ass.
home.
What'd you say, CJ?
Said I'm a hot piece of ass.
All right, so library.
The face.
On
Hose.
the way, can we find a blacksmith in the area beforehand? I got some
Uh,
tings.
all you would find is like a normal blacksmith. I mean, they'd have like +1 weapons and stuff, but that would be the extent.
Ain't no thing. I'm
Had
just
something
gonna
in them on.
I'm gonna stop off and do I still have a fucking shield? Or did I sell
Yeah.
that one?
You've got the
You
shield
got
shield.
the fancy shield.
I know. Oh, I still have. Well, I'm just going to go up and sell my light crossbow and my shield.
It's half of whatever the price normally is. The
I
handouts
was
are there.
I was trying to look it up. I think it's.
The handouts, like I literally have the handouts for you. Just,
Oh yeah, yeah, light crossbow. 25 gold pieces. So would it round up, or do I get 12 and 5? 12 gold, 5 silver.
whatever you'd rather, honestly. If you're tracking silver, go for it.
I am. So. Alright, light crossbow's gone. And then normal person shield. How much was shield?
Armor's in a different section.
So you'd get
Hell yeah,
you'd get
5.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. I'm up to 80 gold, kids.
Hey.
I am holding
Thanks.
onto that sword, shield, and chainmail. I'm just gonna give it to somebody who's gonna start their adventuring career. I'm gonna be their sponsor.
Hell
Does
yeah.
Bub Dub also want
Oh,
to borrow
Papa
some
Ru-
money?
Did you?
No. Bubdub has assets.
Did you?
Bubdub has 1,000 gold pieces and residuum dust on him.
I thought you were gonna say 1,000 gold
In
pieces
Riz.
in Riz.
Yeah.
No.
Period.
It's like, I think that's me.
No. Bubdub has 1,000 gold pieces of residuum dust currently, so he's sitting on the good. He just
The
needs
Wizard of Oz.
I will say
material money.
that's going to be very useful in the future for spell components.
I'm well aware. That's why I'm
Okay.
holding on to it.
Look. I understand. I got to keep reiterating it because everyone forgets about it. So.
Oh no,
It's true.
I'm keeping an eye on
I'm
that.
everyone.
I never buy anything whenever we
I-
stop at shops, so August was sitting at just over 2,000 gold before we got
Nice.
the arrow. And I don't need it.
I too am everyone. Jesus.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, now we can go over there. I just needed to.
No, you're good.
If I could price out, do they have like a trident +1 just to price it out?
Yeah, it'd be like 200 gold.
Okay, we're good. Keep
Done.
going.
Drag it in.
I'm not getting it. I just wanted to know how much it would be.
Oh, okay.
I don't have the gold for that.
You,
I
is
do.
that some-
Just
It's no. I don't need it right now. We're good. I've got a gun.
Okay. I've got a gun.
Bubdub pulls out his flintlock.
Wait,
It's just
also-
like we're good.
Don't you, since you've got your trident as a returning weapon, doesn't that automatically make it a +1, like as part of the infusion?
Technically. But it makes it a +2 if I.
Yeah. I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Everything stacks on my. It
We can
stacks
look
on
it
my character sheet, but
Yeah.
we can figure that
up.
out
Yeah, we can
later.
look it up. Hell yeah. So you guys do be approaching the Cobalt Reserve.
Ew.
As you walk up, there are two, like, 20-foot tall blue metal doors.
I wonder if they like the color blue.
Why is everything so fucking tall?
What are you talking about, Beetle? That's clearly red. Oh, I forgot you're colorblind.
I'm not anymore, dipshit.
You're trying too hard to be
Make
funny.
fun of
I
someone
suppose.
else's disability, why don't you?
No, but my question is, how do you know what color is what now?
Ooh.
I asked.
Yeah, I've been helping him, kind of.
Yeah, they have been helping me.
And it's called the Cobalt Reserve.
He also knows what the color blue is because he could always see it.
But yeah, what's the plan? What's the play?
I don't think y'all need me in a library, right?
Knock,
You're
knock,
coming.
knock.
They just open inward.
All right.
Tor and August are just side characters in any library scene.
Just like me last campaign, every time we went to a fucking library. I
Just
was
too
like,
many
I'm
libraries.
here to be tall and reach up for high books. That is it.
I'm gonna show August my whistles.
Hell yeah.
I'm just gonna walk in.
Hell yeah. As you walk in, you are stopped as you run into something. Very short, but very stout and solid. Looking down, you see a sort of, like, kind of overweight gnomish man with a big bushy white beard and, like, huge Coke bottle glasses, wearing flowing cobalt robes. And he looks up at you. Watch where you're going.
Sorry, didn't see you there. My bad.
He squints, which looks hilarious with the big ass glasses.
Beetle squints back.
Can I help you?
Maybe. Are you happen to be in one of the monks here?
Do you happen to be a furbolg? Wait, you're a human. He's a, yeah.
No, you dropped it. Because he
You
can see
happen to be
through
a
it.
human? Is that what he says?
Whatever you're currently wearing.
Human.
Oh.
Well, you know what they say. Looks can be deceiving. But, yeah, I'm a human. So, my friend over there, and he kind of gestures to Tor? Roke behind him. All these one-syllable names are getting me. My associate there has a hankering for some knowledge. He was very invested in making his way to this here temple.
He sort of, like, pokes out from behind Beetle. Hello.
Hi. I
Name's
was,
Wilwyn. Wilwyn
Pleasure.
Whistlespring.
My man cannot resist a fucking gnome, dude.
pleasure to meet you, Mr. Whistlespring. I wanted to do some research, but I also wanted to make an inquiry about a parcel that was supposed to make its way to this facility, probably within the last few days. From New Jorn.
Just jogged my memory.
The Black Warlock book from Faerun and notes of the accounts of what happened that he sent to them basically in case we died, so that there would be, like, record of some stuff that happened.
Well, I believe that's above my pay grade, but perhaps, oh, hang on. I actually need to open the document. I read all this today, but my brain is broken. Perhaps the curator or... No, High Curator wouldn't reach out. Perhaps the curator will reach out to you in the near future regarding one of those things, knowing that you are now in the city.
Only
But
for...
we are, as an entity, the Cobalt Soul is here to spread knowledge throughout the world. So, if there's anything I can help you find...
Yeah. Potentially arms of the betrayers. But
I don't know what you're talking about.
Can I insight?
Yeah, go ahead.
Can I help?
I was muted, but I was like insight immediately.
Yes, you can.
I help you, Beetle.
I think, yes, you can absolutely help me. I can feel your judgment stare over my shoulder, and that's how I know I need to suss this guy.
Yeah, you can tell he's lying. Actually, you know
Yeah.
what? I don't think he would know. Now that I'm thinking about it, he's just a
Yeah.
monk. Like, so yeah, he thinks he's telling the truth.
He's just a guy.
Well,
I need to look into flying cities then from the Age of Arcanum, specifically one by the name of Piermont.
I'm not aware of that one existing, but perhaps it will be in the archives. You looked like you had your hands up.
Yes, I have a question. If not Arms of the Betrayers, what about Vestiges of Divergence? Do you
I
know
don't
what
know
those
what that
are?
is either.
Do you happen to have like a superior maybe we could talk to, just for a moment or two?
The curator may
Mainly.
reach out to your friend here at any point while you are in the city.
What if I had... We're leaving tomorrow morning, so the point in time in the city is basically now. And we happen to have some extremely interesting knowledge that no other folk could be offering.
Hmm.
So,
I cannot control
Think
the
of-
curators, so actually, I'm just gonna put you guys out to a map because this map's fun.
could you at least... I'd appreciate if you at least pass the word on.
Oh, fuck yeah.
I
Just
will
keep it-
certainly do what I can. And he leads you guys into like a library dedicated to. It's basic. Like, I know a lot of you know what the Cobalt Soul actually is, but their forward-facing operation is knowledge, yes, but they hide so much from everybody else. Like, yeah. You're certainly in a library. There's these two big-ass golems.
Can I, like, Arcana check to see if those things have been built or if they're just magic?
Can I
Yeah,
put
go
a
ahead.
quarter in them and see
Hell
if
yeah.
something pops out?
Would you like to
Please
try to
don't.
put a quarter in the giant golem cold me?
No.
Okay. With 25 Arcana check. Let me read their thing.
Oh, let's go!
They were kind of built, but it is certainly magic that is holding them together.
Gotcha.
So it's just kind of giving me basic
Semi-
golem lore in their thing.
Okay.
Oh,
I was
hang
about to say, semi-similar to Steel Defender, just with less mechanical moving parts.
Yeah.
Fair
More
enough.
just like giant chunks of metal.
Nice.
Raw cobalt. Sort of like. Here, I'll just. Here we go.
God damn it.
Here we go. A unique form of a classic arcane construct, Cobalt Golems are mighty, armored servitors made by the Arcanists who find iron too mundane a metal. The first seeds of these automata fall from the sky with raw cobalt carefully extracted from meteorites and smelted by way of ferromagnetic alchemy into hard, lustrous silver-gray metal, which is then molded into armored skin, shielding clockwork designs, yada yada. You can read it.
Thank you.
Hmm?
Nice. Sweet.
They just kind of both turn to look at Tor.
I put one of the gold coins that it gave me back in my pocket.
What can I help you find? He's just like looking.
If you wouldn't mind, we really are on that time crunch. I think we can handle taking a look around here if you wouldn't mind passing a message along.
I will do what I can do.
Quickly, can you help me find stuff on explosives and devices?
I feel like there's a reason why that wouldn't be public access.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, that is restricted.
Arsonist
Fair enough.
Bible in the middle of the
What about enchanting items?
crystal meth and you.
That
with
It's right over
spells.
here.
Sweet.
And he'll go, ooh, big.
Oh.
Oh yeah, I didn't shift see him. Look at this little guy.
What a
I
unit.
love this. I love this. I can't say smash, but I love him.
Right over here, you can certainly find what you were looking for in the enchanting section. And like he'll lead you sort of like away. Like it's a huge fucking library. But
Yeah.
and then he kind of comes back real quick, like real silent as well. He just kind of appears behind you guys.
I'm gonna just paste that to chat just for the hope of maybe being able to get access to some of the less open knowledge stuff.
So research contact, hunter contact.
The research one being a person or organization that you frequent. The hunter contact, I figured, like for the simplicity, would be Gwen.
Yeah.
You know, and research contact, rather than making an entire NPC, just I figured the built-in world library. But
I mean, you can make a persuasion check at advantage.
guidance wouldn't be a thing for that. No, that would be too
Yeah,
decision. Yeah.
correct. I mean, but their whole shtick is to not tell anyone that's not an expositor what's going on, right? So,
I'm aware, but I'm hoping with the fact that like I have actively also now brought them information that is, well, pretty privileged.
mhm.
Hopefully I can get something, but if not, I understand.
with an 18, I'll say some of your stuff would be a little more restricted, but it's not getting you into like.
No, I'm not getting into top secret.
Yeah.
No vault access.
Correct. Oop. Colby gone.
We lost the barbarian.
Well, we were in a library, which is not his favorite terrain.
Fair. So yeah, I think he just like pokes one of you guys in the back. How can I help you?
Like I said, flying cities from the age of Arcanum, hopefully one by the name of Piermont.
You see he does go back, and I'll say with your stuff, let's make him an Age of Arcanum expert. And he will sort of kind of look through a couple books, like real quick, real speedy. I don't believe there was a floating city of that name.
Do I remember what continent it was supposed to be above? Well, I guess it kind of probably moved around.
Yeah. It wasn't... The only one that had, like, a home was Avalier. Everything else just kind of did their own thing.
Yeah, and Avalier also, like, made its orbit and touchdown
Yeah.
every now and then. Yeah. I suppose I want to look into them... The prime trammels that would be used to hold... Yeah, I
There's
didn't
no
think
knowledge
so.
of that either.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
You're asking for shit that only the gods
actually-
know about at this point, my guy.
Actually, I'm gonna whisper something to you. Do you want me to do it over Discord or Roll20?
Do it over roll 20.
Alright.
I will say. It probably strikes you as well. You probably know Adelaide about like nobody knows Piermont ever existed at this point. I mean, you could probably find that out. I personally don't know.
Okay.
Welcome back.
It's also whatever you want it to be, but
Fair. I don't think they'd have a lot of knowledge on it, because again, that's like some higher up shit, right?
okay.
And
Ooh,
that's not
wait.
saying like they're not telling you. Like I genuinely don't think they would know 100%.
Yeah.
That one I'm just gonna talk out loud because that's not a thing.
Sure.
I don't believe I've ever heard that name.
What was the other name that he used? Goldenrod? Grace Branch. What was the other name that he used?
Gimbal Fine Top.
There it was.
Gimbal Fine Top. There we go.
Nothing on that either.
Okay.
Oh, he gone. He was here. Oh, he's
I don't know what's happening. I'm trying to turn it off.
back. You're good. You were here without it. He like he does look for the things. It's just like, you know, this dude's smart. He probably covered his tracks.
Yeah. Understood. All right. I mean, I've kind of looked for everything that I was interested in at this point in time.
Yeah, he'll give you some dope information about like Avalier and Aor. It's stuff that you dev would know. So
Cool. You know what? That'll help to actually fill in the gap between the character and me.
oh yeah.
That's why I made my character from the middle of buttfuck nowhere, so it makes sense that I don't know shit.
And also, oh, what else? Were there more? I mean, there definitely were. I just don't. Oh yeah, Zemniaz and I forgot the other one. But the flying cities. You get information on the known flying cities.
Okay. Including the cloud giant one that's still circling out there right now?
No, not that one. You'd hear rumors of that one probably, but
Gotcha.
For the record,
yes.
Adelaide looks very pleased that there's no information about LPR out there.
I figured. But yeah. Does anybody else have any questions for the Gnome of Knowledge?
No, I'm just
Um,
asking for his manager.
I'm standing near where the entry and exit is, and every time Tor goes to put a gold piece in the golem, I like smack his hand, and that's what I'm doing for the next 20 minutes, probably.
Hell yeah.
I'm just gonna.
I will say, you see that, like, as the golems become more aware of Tor, they are reaching for their weapons.
I'm just gonna lean to the gnome and say, "Mention the arms of a betrayer," and then I'm gonna go over to Tor and grab him by the shoulders and be like, "All right, buddy, you're helping me look up moons. Come on."
I don't want to be
I wave.
here.
I wave as he leaves.
I
still-
know.
Tor, today you're learning a
Hey,
valuable
come back.
lesson. Life is suffering and no one's happy.
I've literally just been happy.
Well, now you're living. Welcome to the real
August
world,
is
buddy.
also just always happy.
Why do you
What an
even want me
angel.
in here? Like this
Because-
gnome knows he knows nothing.
Because I just love having you around. Tor, you're a delight in my life. Help me look for books on Ruidus. I'm gonna try and look for books on Ruidus, which I know there's not gonna be anything of particular interest, but I'm still gonna try.
There'd be, like, base knowledge. Nothing super pressing, just the stuff that we can already know. But you'll find it, like, and have it be codified. Like,
Sure. Can I actually? Do you think they would have anything on the Chained Oblivion? for the public.
Yeah.
Cool.
It would mostly be like a boogeyman story, but I think they know that, I mean, at least publicly facing, they were a betrayer. They were locked away. It would be like, stories say that there are 6 anchors holding it in its cage. However, none of them have been found. This is just a story.
They do say all stories are founded in truth. I guess in the Ruidus book, does it mention anything about Ruidusborn?
Yes. I'm just trying to parse the wiki.
You're Gucci. I've glanced at it.
Yeah. I mean, you would get thinking. I trust you to differentiate between what would be front facing and what wouldn't be front facing on the wiki.
Yeah.
Like, obviously nothing super crazy specific, but all the stuff about like where it's been, its movements, you know, what it can do. And then there would be stuff on Ruidusborn, just like that it's a bad omen, but it can be important to dreams, like that kind of stuff. Ruidus, not Ruidusborn. I was stacking things, but
Cool.
you would have heard that certain I'm trying to think of any of these people. Yeah, I guess that's somewhat well known that the Raven Queen was immortal. Yeah, you would know that the Raven Queen was Ruidusborn.
Definitely find that kind of interesting, given that the Raven Queen is not considered in a poor light.
Depends on where you are.
Generally.
Are you dying?
I don't know.
Well-
How would someone who's into Palor feel about the Raven Queen? I have no idea.
I mean, she's not a betrayer.
Good enough.
She's not as widely worshipped because, you know, it's not exactly as happy of a thing. A lot of people think that she's pretty creepy.
Yeah, she's like the Grim Reaper, kind of. Like,
Cool.
she just kind of decides where soul. Not really decides. Yes, decides.
Judges.
Yeah, judges where souls go. If they go to where they worshipped that demiplane, or if they go to the Nine Hells.
I think he'd find it interesting because it's probably something he didn't know, and given all the shit he's heard about Ruidusborn so far, he's like, okay, that's decent, I'll take it. Anything that's not something outright bad.
Hell yeah. Alright, I have alerted my higher-ups to your presence. Perhaps they will reach out to you. Where are you staying?
What was the name of the bathhouse thing?
Onsen.
It wasn't onsen. I never actually named it because I just glossed over that.
Then
why I
we
just
give him
said,
the name.
Onsen.
Yeah, the Fiery Salamander.
No.
God damn it.
Right. Well,
Sounds like something Bubbed Up has done before.
Jesus. If banned. If they reach out, they will certainly find you. They're sneakier than I am. And he winks.
That feels like a threat.
So, this guy's wicked me so bad. What the fuck is this guy's deal? I'm gonna turn to this guy. Actually, no.
Whistle
I think he's
whiz.
socially inept.
You said his name
I
was
like
Whistle Whiz?
Whistle Spring.
Whistle Spring.
Forward stand
Okay.
check.
Monk, Whistle Spring. What are your hobbies outside of work? What do you like to do?
I like to read and stare
That
at the
doesn't count.
stars.
What the fuck? Can I insight if this guy's fucking alive? Like, competent? This guy fucking. He's a lizard person.
Alive. Jesus Christ.
This guy's a fucking lizard person. Hold on.
Those exist.
Not the good kind, the bad kind. Ah!
So
What is
many
it?
nat
Oh,
20s.
no.
He does like to do other things. With that insight, I'll give you some other stuff. You can tell that his knuckles are highly calloused. You can tell that he is pretty strong underneath all those robes. You can tell that he is pretty quick with how he's kind of snuck around behind you guys, even with your high passives. Yeah, he's just a monk with 6 charisma.
Oh my god. He's a fighter!
He's
He's out here fighting! I like this guy. I decide.
I like this one.
I'd like to
He's just simple.
I'd like to nod down at his knuckles and say, it seems as if you've worn in your knuckles quite well. For someone meant to be a scribe.
Oh, I'm a monk in all senses of the name. We train hard here at the Cobalt Soul.
For what kind of threat?
Sometimes you get knowledge through interrogation.
He winks.
I still want to know what kind of threat. I'm still looking at him.
All right, I think
Make
we
a
will.
persuasion check?
Oh, I'm so persuasive. Actually,
It's not bad. You are persuasive, Jesus.
yeah. There you go.
He with an 11, he'll kind of add on to what what Rogue said. There have been times in the past where knowledge was outlawed or damn right burned, and I will die before I see that happen to my library.
I see.
I can
I
respect that.
nod. Interesting. Do you often find yourself resorting to violence?
Only in training so far.
How long have you been training?
That's something you should have insight checked, I'm just saying.
I believe him.
30 years?
30 years and you're still training.
Always training.
Do you get paid?
Of course.
Italy.
What?
We gotta. It's time for us to go. We need to get our rooms before they're all
Just looking
gone.
at books.
Cut
Can't I
to
have a nice
Adelaide trying to
conversation
buy
with this
the gnome.
man? Yeah, how much are you?
I know we want to have a nice conversation, but we need to move on before it gets
Oh
dark
my
in a
gosh.
city
I'm
we
not-
don't
Not
know.
forbid.
Hang on,
I
I'm-
have a conversation.
Yeah,
Who
I'm
is
not.
this person?
I'm not gonna like rush you guys along. Don't
No,
tell
I'm
players how
just.
to play.
Beetle's really
It's
creeped
alright.
by the fact that she's conversationally interested in this guy. he wants
The
it to
old system.
stop.
Powers he has
Smart.
that don't.
That's what he's doing. He's like, stop.
Right. Can I?
Use.
So I'm so sorry. Can I like? When we mentioned El Pierre and Piedmont and all that shit, can I see if he's like, I don't know what the fuck that is. That's got nothing to do with me. Or if he's like, I don't know what that is. I might look into that later. Type
Oh,
beat.
it's absolutely the second one, but even with that 29 insight, you know, if it was in this library, he'd know about it.
Okay. Okay. I don't like that he knows about it. And I think about how hard you might have to hit someone to get rid of short-term memories. And then I glanced at Thor.
I mean,
And then
he
I
heard
glanced
his
at the
name
golems.
that he thought was gobbledygook. So like,
Correct, it
he's
is
gonna go like
gobbledygook.
make sure it's not gobbledygook, but otherwise, crazy man who, you know, asked for things and tried to see managers said name of city that doesn't exist.
Okay, cool.
I didn't
cool.
say that.
That wasn't you. I was talking about Rogue, but
Okay, I was the one who asked for the manager, not Rogue.
whatever. Same interaction, regardless.
That's why I was confused.
Regardless.
Very well. It was nice to make your acquaintance. What was your name? Whistle Wind? Whistle Big-
Wilwyn Whistle Spring.
Will with of course.
It's okay, Wilwyn. This is why we all have one-syllable names. They were much longer when we introduced ourselves too.
I really like this guy. If you want to join an adventuring group,
I
We
have
don't have a name.
but perhaps in the future.
we have a good retention rate. We've only lost 2 so far.
That's higher than most. Most people just die on their first adventure.
Not everyone has 30 years of training.
Exactly.
Well, between the however many of us, we've got thousands of years of training.
He looks around.
Run! I leave.
He's doing the mental math, but you guys are gone.
He's gonna be considered the crazy guy.
I'm gonna be walking very close behind Adelaide, like looking at the back of her head, checking to see if she's experienced a head wound
I'm a lizard
recently
person.
that I was unaware of. He's just kind of like,
He's under a bit of stress, alright? A little bit of stress.
Just a little bit.
or
Yes.
do you know what's going on with her?
I think it's one of those things that you just kind of let ride.
No, it's not. I let shit ride for years, and look where it got me.
Okay, but your shit that you were letting ride is not just being a little goofy.
It's gotta start somewhere, Tor.
Well,
All I'm saying is, you might want to talk to her.
We'll draw the line at burning down a village.
No, what I'm trying to tell you is, she needs to talk to somebody, because she's freaking out right now. Okay? That's on you.
Okay.
Hell yeah. Where to? There you go, secure
bathhouse, I
rooms for
guess.
night. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
You guys are at the bottom of this. I will say, Colby, you could have bought, some clothes
Yeah,
on the way here.
I'm just gonna pop into the nearest clothing store, and I'm gonna buy some freaking clothes. 'Cause that's what
Hell
I
yeah.
want to do.
Hell
alright?
yeah.
And I'm gonna go in there and I say I want a tastefully nice shirt and some tasteful pants.
They hand
I
over.
know. That's what you were
what-
gonna say.
They hand over some stuff.
They hand over some stuff, and Tor probably puts it on and is not used to wearing long sleeves, so he rips those off. And then the stuff's probably a little tight around the neck, so he just rips open
You can't.
the V
You
a
can't
little
just.
bit more.
You can't just rip it.
If you're
You gotta
buying
make
it,
your own.
Don't rip it. Oh
No,
my lord.
and then also, this was only half a shirt, so I'm not paying full price for this. It's ripped.
The salesman
I'm just
points
kidding. I'm
to
sorry.
a guard. It's just like a few silver. It's just a normal shirt.
Yeah, it's just normal shirt. That's it. So
Hell yeah.
2 silver, that's
Well,
outrageous. 1
we're
gold,
gonna-
absolutely.
absolutely,
We're gonna bust out the new token.
I made him a new token for new clothes.
Oh my
store. He has a shirt on.
Wow.
He's sleeveless.
Why didn't you just buy a singlet and then not rip it?
Because
He's
it's a
hot.
ripped shirt.
It's really hot. Goddamn.
Okay.
I feel like he would have tried to been way too fancy because he wanted to impress you, but then couldn't stand stuff on his arms.
Every time he flexed, it just ripped off.
Yeah, so he just ripped them off at the seams.
Hell yeah.
I'm impressed.
Well, you guys can mosey on around. They will lead you. It doesn't matter what direction, but pick a direction until you're outside. North. Not outside south.
Yeah, I still
Oh,
just have a
people.
black bar
Oh.
on my screen. I can't actually see my own character or anything else.
I don't think I gave your new stuff because we changed the character vision. I didn't.
Is that a turtle?
Is that a salamander?
Oh, it's not a turtle. I got
Thank
so
you.
excited because I thought it was a turtle.
Salamanders are great.
They're fine. They're just not turtles.
They're better.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you guys see a massive flame salamander in the
Oh
back,
god.
eating
Does he
up
look
all
happy?
these bathhouse.
He's so happy.
He's just a happy guy.
Hell yeah. And here is where we'll pick back up next week. As I am aware, we are a little over time and Austin's asleep.
I'm not asleep. I am still here.
He's just been a nose for like the last like 30 minutes.
I know.
Just a nose in the corner.
I know. We started late, so we ended a little late.
He's
Yeah,
nosing
I
you
also
down.
need to sleep.
Yes, you do.
I kept waiting for a break to go get my cake, and then we kept not having one, and I was like, oh, I don't think we're
We
doing one.
started so late. Like, I was going to do a break after Gilmore's, and then we stopped Gilmore's at like 11:10. And I was just like, oh, too late for one of those.
We were hanging out at Gilmore's for a long ass time.
He's good company. But hell yeah, that is it from me.